Hello and welcome to another episode of Jones Jaunts. Today I'm down in the engine bay changing my ancillary or fan belts for my two alternators. Had a little bit of a disaster, setback during the week where I noticed that my alternator that charges my domestic batteries, the ones that power my lights and all my electrical points, wasn't working, and therefore my batteries weren't charging at all. So I've had Ian from Sovereign Wolf come out. He's taken that out and that's off to be tested and see whether we need a replacement or not, whether it can be fixed or refurbished or whatever. So while we're out, I thought I would have a go at taking the fan belt off the second one. Not as simple as it would first seem, as I'll show you in a moment. Okay, so this is the belt that I want to remove, this one here. There's not a lot of space between this pulley and the bulkhead from the engine bay, and this is the secondary pulley which goes off to an alternator, which is normally here, which charges the domestic batteries. And as you can see, the fan belt goes down here and I can't get it through that gap there, so this pulley has to come off. It's only 4 bolts, but that pulley is mounted directly to the crankshaft of the engine, so it's trying to get that off without the engine turning. Okay, the 4 bolts are out, or at least they're loose. I now have a large gap down there. I can now get my finger in, so hopefully we'll be able to do this. I've tightened back up the pulley, remembering to do opposite bolts as you tighten it, rather than going round opposite. So this one, then that one, and that one, then this one, and so on, to make sure it pulls on evenly. Now I just need to tighten the belt. It's quite loose at the moment, so it's just a case of giving the alternator out, tighten that bolt back up, this bolt here, back up so the alternator doesn't move, and then testing it. Okay, so this is the old belt that I've taken off. As you can see, it's a V-type belt, and the reason that I needed to replace it was it's split in a few places. The membrane on the back is all that's holding it together, but it could have snapped at any time, so I thought that it's part of the winter maintenance I'll be doing to Joe.